Well, hello and welcome to today's video. This is John from Indiana. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Today we're going to be working on the cabinet of the 10S567 Zenith brand. I'm going to try to accomplish the front side of that cabinet, and we're going to go ahead and get that second round on the top. Hopefully we can get those two things done on this video. That would be awesome if we could accomplish that. So I hope you enjoy this video today. We ran into problems last week, or the last time we had our episode, and we learned a few things about that finish, whatever they had on there. So hopefully we'll be able to apply that knowledge this time and do a little bit better on this round and try to get this old finish off of here. All right, thank you guys for watching today. All right, guys, welcome to today's video. I am going to put one more coat on top of here, but this is what it looks like after it dries out. And these spots you see right here is where it actually took even the old finish off. But I'm going to go one more time, get this old finish off of here, and hit these edges one more time, because you see where the brown is now. That's where your old finish is still on there. It wouldn't even start working on the old finish, because this stuff right here, whatever they put on here, man, that gums up bad. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lay this over on its back, and I'm going to just take one section at a time. I'm going to do this section first, and then I'll come down these sides. But I'm not going to get into trouble like I did last week. This stuff, whatever they got on there, is real gummy, and we're gonna not get caught in that trap again. All right, I'm gonna put you on the rack. All right, we're gonna get the first coat on this, or hopefully the last coat on this top. We're gonna do that first, try to see if we can get the rest of this off of here. It's gonna take a lot of stripper for this cabinet. If anybody's curious, these bottles like this are like $10 or $12, something like that. The big bottles like 20 something, 24. I was just trying to use up this bottle, and part of the problem is this bottle is old, and it might be part of my problem that I'm having, because it may be out of date. The good news is today is not near as warm as it was the last time I ran this. Today it's a lot cooler. So I think we're going to have a better time. And I'm not going to wait long on this. Just going to let it sit on there a little bit. All right, we'll be right back. I got it on. All right, I was going to have you watch in now while I'm getting this edge. I'm starting on the edge. And I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do here. Is I'm leaving the top on just a little longer, but all that dark's coming off now. And I've already got that end done. I went ahead and did that off camera. But now what I'm trying to do is just getting these grooves, keep it wet, and then I'll take a dry one and it'll pull that other off there. Everywhere you see that little bit of white stuff, that's what I want to try to get off, because that's old finish still. Every bit you get off now is what you don't have to sand off later. All right. We might get this back to an original cabinet here. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that this little band right here I'm going to repaint black, not black, but a dark color, because that's what it was originally. It looked like the cabinet was a lighter color, but this band around the edge was a darker color. That's what all this is coming out of there. I dropped my wet rag somewhere. Oh, it's in my hand. Duh. Almost got that end done. All these little grooves and stuff are fun to try to keep going. All right, I'm gonna have to get started on this top because it's crackling on me now. Otherwise, it ain't gonna come off at all. I don't know what kind of finish that was on there, but that is some tough stuff. It has affected this whole cabinet. Yeah, I don't want it to get away from me like it did last week, or last video, I should say. I'm hoping this front will go a little easier. I messed things up the way I did it last week. That messed the whole top up. Hmm. It's almost like it's a protective barrier on there, man. It's like steel. Unreal. All right. Got that done. I just got to get this corner now. Moisten this thing back up a little bit. All right, I'm getting ready to wipe this down again. I just want to get the worst of it off before I put any more water on it. We're about done with the top. I'm not going to put any more on there. Most of this rest of this is just such a thin layer, it'll sand right off. One more dry wipe and then we'll do a wet one. Starting to look pretty good now. A lot more pleased with this round than I was the other day. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of wiping on top, show up some of those spots that I didn't get yet. Wherever you see it white is what I wanted to try to grab a hold of now with my paper towel. It's the little thicker parts. Yeah, we're almost down to the main finish here. I mean, we're almost down to the wood, on bare wood. A little bit of glue right there. You guys still in the camera shot? Yeah. I think we still got... Probably not doing a lot of talking on this video, but hopefully you're watching. You think, man, I don't know if I'd go to all that bother. You know what? It's something to do, and every little bit you get done on it is bringing this thing closer to being back to what it should be. I don't really care how long it takes. That's just my opinion. Some people don't want to do cabinets, and I'm okay with that. I really, you know, I enjoy doing it. I'm just never going to be good at it. It's not what I want to be the good at, I guess. That's my problem. Okay, I got a little more cleaning to do right there. Where you see the dark colors, that's what still got a little bit of finish on it. When this dries out, it'll dry out real light now. Not too worried about any dark left on here because I'm going to darken it again, so I just want to get the worst of the bumpiness of it off. Still a few little spots that are being bears, like this corner right here. Still got a little bit of a bubbly finish across this top of this front. Make sure my camera's still going. My battery's real low. Trying to make it through my videos today, and I don't think I'm going to. I think we're gonna let that ride. Still a little bit of goo right there. I think I'm gonna leave that to the sander. I think the rest of this is gonna be fine. And where you see all that white right there, that's gonna go away when it dries out. Okay, we're going to call that. Next, we're going to get set up. I'm going to lay this thing down. I'm going to reposition my camera, and we're going to work on this front center. So, be right back. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to do this front panel right here. I'm not going to take on big spots today because I don't want to have happen when I get this first finish off of here. I don't want to have happen what I had happen last time. But we don't have to deal with all the trim work now, so it should go a lot smoother. Just flat surface we're dealing with. I mean, we do have a little bit along the edges there, but actually it should go pretty fast on this piece. All right, so I'm going to even this out, and I am going to take this with me on this run, this top part of this, just so I can have that part done. I can have all this inside part done. So I'm going to do this inside of that to get myself up on that lip. Okay, I'm going to lip over the front here just a little bit. I'm going to lip over that edge. And try not to run any down these holes because that's just waste if you drip it through the hole. It's like I did right there. All right. Don't let it drip down in there. Try not to let it fall down in that inside of that. And then we're going to go right across the top edge of that. That way I can have it already past that point. I'm going to lip a little bit up onto these edges right here. Just a little bit. Yeah, I have a feeling that somehow this citrus strip is reacting with whatever they put on here. Because I've never had this much trouble. Of course, anytime I'm trying to show a video, I'm going to have trouble, I know. I've learned that with YouTube. Some I've never had problem with, and all once I start to do a video, show you how I do it, and it makes it look awful, like it's so hard. Most of the time this comes right off first time and you're done. Okay, I'm going to scrape this off on the edges here and then go wash my brush. All right, we're going to let that sit there for a little bit, so I'm going to put you on pause. We'll come back here in about 10 minutes and we'll start scraping that off. All right, it's only been 5 minutes since I put that on, and it's already reacting with that finish. So yes, I've confirmed the fact that citrus strip is not like whatever they put on there. And so I'm going to have to get it off now. Yeah, it's turning into a gummy mess. So I'm going to go ahead and get it off while I can. It's like 2 sets of finish. Maybe they put like a glaze on or something, but whatever that white stuff is what it's reacting to. You can see the white stuff right here and here and here. And it does not like that. It's not working on it. Unreal. It's almost like a putty, it's not wanting to take it off. Probably end up sanding all that off. I hate that because it'd be nice if you could leave it on longer. This is way too fast to take it off normally. If that was on that, if that was on that regular finish that's right there, that color, if that was on that and not having to go through this glaze, we would be able to do it in one run. But we just can't seem to do it because of this glaze. That's why I'm taking smaller pieces. Sorry, I got a little bit of a foobar here I'm trying to fix. Had a glob leaking out there. Okay, back to this. Now I'll come back to those white spots here in a minute. It's like a hard substance that's on there. I don't know what that stuff is, but man, it's hard. I mean, you can tell it's going to come if you sanded it. But I don't think it's going to come without that. Oh man, there's a nice little wood decorative band at the top of this. I didn't even know it was there. Oh, that's pretty. Now see, that's the kind of stuff that makes me feel good. Why would they cover that up? Maybe there's something wrong with it. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's got a little damage to it. That's probably why they did that. Hold on just a minute. All right, trying to come at this again. This top layer off of here. Hey, if I can just get a little something of it, it's better than nothing. All right, I'm getting down in the grooves of this corner now. All right. It's definitely reacting to the citrus strip. It does not like it. All right, I know I'm not talking much, but there's really not much to talk about. We're just having to get it. You see how I'm working on this corner. I'm just wetting it and then scraping it. And it's coming off. It's just that putty stuff, it's that white stuff does not want to come off. I'm going to take a dry towel and wipe it off. I think I'm kind of understanding what they were trying to do here, though, when they put that glaze on, because that faux finish stuff that fits on this edge is coming off. And they were trying to hide that. When I say faux finish, I'm talking about the decal. This is a decal on both sides right here. And that decal, if you do any sanding on or anything like that, or if there's any issues come up, that decal is going away. Now, there used to be a man and a wife who used to make reproductions of this, and they stopped doing that. And if anybody knows of another place, then let me know, because I would buy it. I used to buy it all the time. But I'm pretty sure those two aren't making it anymore. They were here in Indiana. Oh boy. Ugh. It's almost like glue. It's what it feels like, glue. It is coming, but it's requiring a ton of work. Mm. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I worked a little bit off camera, trying to not make this video so long and boring. Uh, but I got a lot of this done. I've been working on that white stuff. It's almost like putty, or I don't know what it is. I really don't, but it's hard as a rock, and it does not want to come off. I moved the camera over here where you can see a little bit better now. I'm working on this bottom rail right here. Um, there's a bunch of that stuff that's all along the top here too. Um, so I'm trying to scratch all that off. I just gave a good dousing of water, let it soak there for a little bit on this part right here, because it's just so thick. That stuff is thick. Can't believe how thick it is. See, there's what that faux finish looks like right there. But we're probably not going to be able to salvage that. It's a decal. And time I get done sanding, it'll be pretty much gone. So we'll have to come up with a plan B there. I've learned with this stuff, whatever they put on there, that if I just rub back and forth with the wet rag, it tends to want to roll off of there. So I'm doing it that way now. I'm learning as I go. I think we're down to regular wood right there is what that is. That looks like it's finished, but it's really not. It's actual wood coming through, which is good. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's wood right there. Okay, I about got this. Just got to get all the crumblies off for now. Crumblies like that. Well, we almost got that face done. I won't have to do a second one on this one. I've been able to do a good enough job to not have to come back at it. The rest of it's just going to be sanding. Whatever they did, that white stuff, all up in the corners and stuff, it is just hard as a rock in there. I'm having to cut it out. I think that's going to show up if we try to refinish this. Yep, that piece came out. See if I can get the one out of this corner now. All right. Got one more die hard piece right there. I got that one. Now I can get the ones along the edge right here. Try to scratch in there and get that white stuff out. I'm almost pretty happy with this. I still see some stuff right there. Dandelions keep floating in here all over me. That's the hardest thing to get rid of. I sprayed for them this year and still had some. All right. Wipe this down one more time and then we're going to do one of these sides. I would like on this video to get the two sides done. And not the big side, but I'm talking about this side and that side. I'd like to get that done before we quit. Because that would be nice. Yeah, that's the faux finish coming off of that right there, so that's good. All right, the rest of that I think we can get with a sander. All right, let me get lined up for this second part. We're at least going to get one of these sides done. All right, I'm back. We're going to put the stripper on this side right here now. I burnt through most of that bottle of citrus strip on that top. Now that's where you want to focus. I'm going to let that drain for a minute. I'll get me another bottle. I got another piece of a big bottle I'm going to try to get rid of on these sides. Then I got a whole nother big bottle almost full. These are ones I think they're like 24 bucks. These are all old ones I've been trying to get rid of anyway. That ought to be enough. Let that stay upside down and let it drain some more. I just got to brush this into place. I'm not going to go inside this center part right now because I don't want to get into that today. I'll do that next week or next time we do one of these. Like I say, I'm alternating every other video now. I am going to do this little edge though. I don't want to have to come back on that. And I'll probably do halfway across this. That way I'll have some of that done. I wrapped around the corner on this because that way I'll have that done too. When we lift that side, we won't have to worry about that. All right. It's about 10-minute wait is all you got to wait on this because it's all it's going to take. You talked me into it. I'm going to go ahead and do this inside lip right here. Hi, guys. My neighbor kids are hollering hi at me. Okay, almost got that spread out pretty good. You see over there, well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but where that white is showing up, let me see if you can see it. See all the white spots? That's like that putty stuff. I don't know what that is, but man, oh man, oh man, it don't want to come off. All right, I'm just brushing off what excess on my brush I'm putting on this side over here. That way we don't have to fight that. All right, be right back. All right, that end right there is already, it's only been about 7 minutes and it's already drying off. So I got to get it off of there. It's definitely not a good deal with that stuff. It does not like citrus strip. I'm regretting now putting that on the inside there because I think I'm going to run out of time here. It's going to harden up on me again. But we'll see. Yeah, this had a faux finish on the bottom too. So I'm probably going to have to just paint that. Don't want to, but I'm going to have to. I'd love to know the two, it's two parts, whatever they put on there. It's like got two parts to it. And I'd love to know what that white part is. It's probably like some like hard glaze that don't strip like this with this kind of stripper. That'd be my guess. This seems to be working the best though, is just running straight water on it. And it seems to settle it down. Except for the white stuff, it's leaving that behind. If I can get it close, we're good. That's probably like kind of watching paint dry if you're watching this video. But, you know, you have to see this side of it too. And to me, it's worth a little bit of it. I don't know, between now and the next video, I might try to get more done. I don't know, so we don't make it last forever. But my problem is timing from work. I just only got a certain amount of time. I have Saturdays to work on these videos, and I really don't have much beyond that. Uh, Sundays I have to work on my Facebook stuff. If I can start scaling back on the Facebook, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start moving some of these radios that I do on Facebook over to the YouTube, and that way I can have more 2 days to work on my videos, which would make it a little bit easier for me. I know it, you guys wouldn't know the difference probably, but I could get more done. Right now I'm trying to keep 2 pages going live, and it's a lot. I like YouTube better. It works better. You can interact better, and they don't have some of the stupid rules you have on Facebook. If they just let a person manage their page, it would be nice. They got all these dumb rules. I'm sorry. I'll be good. I gotta go get another wet rag. I'm also finding that hot water works best on this. It reacts to hot water a lot better than the cold. Oh, put that on the wrong one. Need to put that stuff on the dry towel, not on the wet one. Keep the wet one clean. I did it again. All right, and I'm gonna get this last run right here, and I gotta get that off that inside real quick because it's drying out real fast. Trying to explain how this is working. It's like oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's like rolling paint off, but it's coming off like in sheets. Uh, it's not coming off just like as a liquid form. It's coming off in pieces like that. And you'd think that's veneer or something coming off there, but it's not. It's just the way that finish is coming off of there. Um, yeah, I've never ran into anything like this. It's just another new thing for me. I know I'm getting it caked all over my hands too. All right, I'm gonna stick with that, and I'm gonna get this inside knocked off. Maybe it's away from the door a little bit more, and it'll hold up better. I just got stuff over my leg. Been trying not to get this on my pants. All right, that's coming out of there good. If I lose you guys, then I'm just not even going to come back on this. I'm just going to say that'll be the end of it. But my battery's getting real low, and we'll just know that I got this side done before I quit. Because I'm sure I probably lost a bunch of you already on this video. Because it's not other than seeing it done. I mean, it's you can see it done once, you've seen it done 100 times. So uh, it's the same process, and it's very lengthy. And normally it would not go like this at all. But whatever this finish is on here is kicking my butt. Ain't gonna lie. But those of you that still want to stay with me, stay with me. I'm gonna keep going just till I get this side done. We get past all these grooves, I think we'll be all right. All right. Get a wet one going here. I gotta go get another wet one. That one's all saturated now. The hot water is definitely working. That takes it off better than anything so far. But even then, you gotta scrub at it. My elbow has been hurting so bad. I don't know what I did to it, but I can't hardly do it with my right hand. And I'm right-handed. It don't look like much yet, but we got the top finished. We got this front piece finished. We got this side done. My battery died, and that's why you didn't get to see the rest of that come off. I didn't know it had died on me. So next time we do this radio, we're going to do this side and that front piece. We might get into one side of this. I don't know. We'll see. We're not going to get both sides though. I may just do this front piece and then do a little sanding on top and try to get the sanding started because we can do that simultaneously. But you can see all the white spots where this is, whatever that stuff is, it ain't coming off, and I'm gonna have to sand it off. It's embedded, but I think I can get most of that off though. Down to almost down to wood right there, so I just got to do some sanding on it, see where I'm at. If we can get back to the veneer on that, I'm okay too, because it'll look pretty. And I can tone with my other colors here and make that look good. I'm gonna put dark right here. I'm gonna put dark all around the base, and I might put dark down these two sides right there. That would kind of tie it all together, and the rest of it the lighter color like that. All right, I just wanted to share that with you. I had to come back out here. I had to go charge my phone, come back out. All right, thank you guys for watching today. Well, I hope you enjoyed that today. We will continue with this cabinet. Hopefully we can get the second part of that finish off the front and the sides, maybe on the next round. Could be about 1 or 2 more videos trying to get this cabinet ready to start refinishing. But it's going to be a pretty cabinet when we get done, so it's worth all the time that we have that. This 10S 567, we already got the chassis done, so now we're ready to roll into the other. I hope you guys will let your friends know. Try to help us to get up over 1,000. We're getting close, and I just would love to have that many. So please tell your friends about it. Like and subscribe yourself if you haven't subscribed yet, and you just say and are watching these. It doesn't hurt anything to subscribe. I appreciate it, and I thank you guys very much for tuning in all the time and giving your comments that you have. Have a nice day.